Russian Ballet Orlando is dedicated to serving the community through their classical ballet education and performance. I am visiting their dance studio to speak with President and Artistic Director Katerina Fedotova and learn more about the nonprofit's involvement with the community. Tell us a little bit about yourself and the Russian Ballet Orlando.
My name is Katerina Fedotova. I'm the artistic director of the Russian Ballet, and we have moved to the United States 25 years ago. My nationality is Russian, but I was born and raised in Ukraine. I am a fourth generation in ballet, so it goes back to my grandmother, my grandmother, my mom, my dad, my sister, her husband, me. I'm the first one who married outside of the ballet world. My mom told me never to marry a ballet dancer. They said they work too hard and don't make enough money. So she wanted to ensure that, of course, you have a different lifestyle. But I ended up being in the same field that my whole family has grown up. We started our studio in 2000 at the small 2,000 square foot space at the Plaza Theater, which is right down the street from here, about half a mile down the street. It's an old movie theater, the Plaza Live, which is called now. Before it was called Plaza Theater, which is the first movie theater in Orlando. And it was dead for 22 years. And we were the first people that rented the space and held our first Nutcracker performance there. We did not know how to sell tickets. The theater was dead. It smelled like mildew, rat poop, and not the most presentable venue when it was vacant for so many years. But we held our first performance there, and we had about 60 tickets sold out of the 12 or 1,300 that capacity held. But a week before the show, we turned on the Plaza Theater light pole, that was missing letters and the lights were all broken. But when we came on stage, the curtain opened up and we all go on stage, and we were completely in shock because our first show that we held was completely sold out. So it was, oh my gosh, it's bringing back memories, so delete that. What we didn't realize is that this was the first movie theater. So the audience, when we stood after the performance and we met all of our attendants who came to the performance, they were all the retired community. So people were coming up to us, holding our hands and saying, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much for bringing the theater back to life. I buried my husband 3 months ago and our first date was here." Aww. And then it would be an old couple say, "Our first kiss was here." So it brought a lot of memories and history, and brought back a historic venue, which is now one of the top venues in Orlando as well. It's very popular, and we are excited to be back there this season too.
Tell us about the history of Russian ballet.
Russian Ballet Orlando represents the Russian method, the Vaganova method. The Vaganova method is one of the first methods that was developed, and also the only method that is developed to be injury-free. So Russian dancers can dance until 45, 55, sometimes even you see a 60-year-old lady say dancing, but not because we are better than anybody else. It's literally because of the training. It's how we train, how every year is programmed. Is the syllabus of the Vaganova method is precise to the point where it protects the dancers, their joints, their muscles, how they perform. The Russian Ballet Orlando represents that we train with the Vaganova method, which is, again, the #1 and most successful method worldwide.
And why is the art of dance important?
I think every art form is important. Every piece of art makes a difference in our community, also makes a difference in the next generation. I believe a lot of the art forms are dying and are not supported. So it is very important that our community and the next generation, our kids, your kids, my kids, our grandkids, whenever that happens, are going to be introduced to the music, to the art, to symphonies, opera, ballet. That is all a part of it. It's not just the ballet that's important. It is sad that we go to see a ballet performance and we no longer see it with a live orchestra. That's not how it used to be. Why is it not supported? How can the next generation support the art form where they don't expose to it? So that's one of the reasons why we are trying to make the difference of combining these art forms together. It is difficult. It is not easy because, again, everything is takes time and effort and to present. But last year we presented two Nutcracker performances with Orlando Philharmonic. So we had our kids we had 200 people cast in the Nutcracker performance, and you should have seen, the best part was not that we made a good profit, we sold out 2 performances. The most cherished, the most exciting part to my heart was when we saw kids during the rehearsal, they run up to the edge of the stage and they're like, oh, there's a band. That was exciting. And they were sitting there. The conductor was teaching them about the different instruments, what this part role, and then in the Nutcracker, in the battle scene, the midnight hits. Then he introduced, this is Carl, this is his role, and he showed them the different instruments. That excited the younger generation. So that's something, that's, is a big part of art form that is not supported, or I guess not presented as much. And we are trying to make a difference with more performances this season with the live orchestra, which have been scheduled. We will not released yet, but we are hoping that it's going to be another great season with introducing more art and combined organizations together.
What annual events does the Russian Ballet participate in?
So we hold about between 25 to 35 full-length productions per year. We are one of the largest performing company in the Southern East Coast. We perform everything from the Nutcracker, Romeo and Juliet, Swan Lake, Giselle, Carmen. This year we have done it with Opera Orlando. So as we danced, they sang, which was a fantastic interaction. So now we just need to add the musicians to it. We have La Bayadère, which is a beautiful performance that we are holding this summer. La Bayadère, it's a 150-year-old ballet that is based on it's based on an Indian culture. So it's beautiful. The costumes, the story, of course, it's about love and betrayal and life and death, as every love story. We have all that cultivates. Just like any other relationship, it's the same thing. It's a fantastic story. So La Bayadère is our next ballet. We have Capella, which is a toy story, a story about a magical doll that is going to be in October, Nutcracker, and many more to come afterwards.
What other programs does the Russian Ballet offer?
Russian Ballet has quite a few programs that are not only for our students. We have programs for our adults, for our professional dancers, and as well as free programs for as our Project Releve. The Russian Ballet started out as an academy, so of course we offered classes from 3-year-olds to 18-year-olds, and these were just academy students, kids who wanted to come and learn how to dance. Afterwards, we started the professional division, where the pre-professional division was contained of students between the ages of 13 to 22, where we trained them how to dance. They were coming in the morning, so they were training there in the day, and then the school was active in the evening. The adult program is one of the largest in Florida. We do have 2 to 3 adult classes 6 days a week. So we have one for you and for you. The adult program is absolutely fantastic. It allows people who always enjoyed and appreciated the art form. Some have performed and have taken classes, and some were absolutely beginner. Anybody who enjoys the art form of ballet, they can come and take our adult classes. We have everything from beginner, intermediate, open classes, stretch classes. But one of the most exciting programs that started out about 4 years ago, it's Project Releve. Project Releve started when my son was 3 years old. And he's 7 now, but I realized when at 3 years old, there's not a lot of things that were accessible for a parent to take their 3-year-old to. They were kind of here and there, and every program required a registration fee, uniforms, sign-ups, and it took hundreds of dollars out of your pocket before you even realized, before you even realize if your kid likes it or not. So $300 out of your pocket, and then your 3-year-old a week later says, I don't want to do it. So it limits the parent ability to take them and have them experience more different things. Why can it be done for free? So Project Releve is a free ballet program that we offer every second Sunday of the month. It is offered to 15 people per class, and we have 3 to 4 classes every single month. And so it opens to about 50, 60 people every month. Senior, we have free ballet classes from ages 3 to 8. So that's one of the exciting parts. And afterwards, what's nice, this program allows kids to get interested into the ballet first, figure out if they like it or not, attend at no cost, and then sign up when they are ready or when the parent is ready. So
That's definitely a great idea.
it was, and my son inspired that, because I wish there were more programs like that for all the activities, like between gymnastics and singing and soccer and this. And they're 3 years old. You need to have them at 3, 4, 5 years old. They change their minds instantly, and sometimes it's all up to the teacher. Sometimes they don't like the teacher, but then you try somewhere else, and you fall in love with something it was inspired because of whoever was teaching the class.
How do you achieve community outreach through dance?
Project Releve is one of our outreach programs, but our annual Nutcracker performances is one of the longest running outreach events that we have done. Every third Saturday in December, we hold our annual Nutcracker performance at Lake Eola Amphitheater. The city was so generous to sponsor the event, the venue, so they give opportunity for our company to come and perform. And every year, over 3,000 to 5,000 people attend our event. It is right now, for the last 17 years that it's been running. I'm lying, it's probably 18 years now. For about 17 years, it has been the largest event that City of Orlando held at the Lake Eola Amphitheater. We as well do performances for the Jingle Eve at Ivanhoe Village, Light Up Soto, the Museum of Arts. We do quite about 20 community performances that are completely free to the public, and that motivates and supports and encourages young generation, young dancers.
What are the basic positions of ballet?
Well, I am officially retired. I don't have to worry about wearing a leotard and tights every day. But my company is going to be here in a little bit, and they will show you all the beautiful positions. But I can do the arms. And so that's a simple port de bras, first position, second, third, and come back. So that's good?
Yes, that's very
all right.
great.
So, but I promise you, the dancers, my professional company, are full of amazing international, local and international dancers that are absolutely beautiful. You get inspired. I get inspired every day I teach class. It gives you remember what it felt like to be on stage. You remember what it felt like to perform, and you feel it through them as you can see them dance. So when you watch them in a little bit, you will feel inspired. You'll know exactly what every dancer is feeling when you see them up close and personal. And that's one of the things that people don't get a chance to realize. We see dancers on stage in pretty tutus, but their work, their everyday work, they live at the bar. My first ballet teacher, she said, you were born at the bar and you die at the bar. So when we were kids, we were like, oh my gosh, we don't want to touch the bar because we're going to die at the bar. But what she meant was, when you get old and you're all crippled and you won't be able to do any jumps or turns, but you'll come back to the bar and you'll be able to do those basic ballet combinations as you're old and crippled. And we're like, we understand. So this is every dancer's home. And every dancer has a very strong relationship and connection with the bar. It is your partner for the rest of your life. You can never squeeze it too hard or beat it or lean on it. You have to respect it. So you will see dancers holding on to this with a full respect. Nobody's ever leans on it, or it's a very special thing.
And what recommendations do you have for those interested in learning more about ballet?
Come see me. Ballet is every performing art form that you see in the theater. It is not free for most of the part. It is expensive and it does require an extra income, and extra resources to be able to come see it. And unfortunately, it's not accessible to 80% of our general public. That's why we offer the free performances, the free community events that are able and allows the younger generation to be exposed to it. When you're exposed to it and you make a decision if you like it or not. If you're not able to attend either one of them, come to the studio. I would love to take every single person, walk them through the doors, show them, introduce them to the bar, introduce the dancers. They can come and watch. We have beautiful studio with windows completely open to the public. We have little kids who sit around, who walk by, and their parents will bring them for months at a time. They come and they watch every Saturday. They come and watch the girls dance in the tutus, and then when they're old enough, they bring them inside and register them for classes. But they already connected because they have been seeing it, and they have been. It felt like they've been a part of our studio already, and they feel like they know everybody because they've seen it.
How can viewers stay up to date on the latest shows and events?
So all of our performances are, of course, listed on our website at russianballetorlando.org//events. We have a toy shop coming up as our end of the year graduation. We have La Bayadere, Capella, Nutcracker, Don Quixote, many more performances coming up, but they're all listed on our website. Also, we have different event calendars that we are a part of as well.
Well, thank you so much for having us here.
Yes, no.
I am really looking forward to seeing the dancers.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to meet you, and a pleasure to have you here, and I look forward to introducing you to my company.
If you're enjoying this show, please subscribe to our channel and follow our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter accounts.